Welcome to the Explainer. You know, if you're looking to really level up your learning, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, we're diving into something called the art of the godly reading log. We're going to take reading, which, let's be honest, can sometimes feel like just another chore, and completely transform it into this powerful, organized journey. So let's get into it.
Everything's got to start with a strong foundation, right? 1 Corinthians 14 verse 40 tells us, but everything should be done in a fitting and orderly way. As godly learners, true, deep learning literally requires order. Chaos, confusion, those are the enemies of actually remembering what you read. Approaching our studies with a really orderly mindset, that sets the absolute best stage for wisdom to actually take root.
Here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll cover the orderly reader. Second, building your reading log. Third, logs in action. Fourth, we'll do a quick knowledge check. And finally, number 5, the godly learner philosophy.
Okay, Section 1, the orderly reader.
So what actually is a reading log? Well, it's basically your personal, organized record of what, when, and how you read. I want you to think of it not as some standard homework assignment, but kind of like a passport for your reading journey. Because every time you open a book, you're basically traveling somewhere new, right? And this log lets you track your growth and remember all those fine details of the worlds you visited.
Now you might be wondering, why does this matter so much? Well, for one, a reading log helps you remember details so you don't just blank out during a test or conversation. It also tracks your improvement, which is really cool because you can literally see yourself getting faster and tackling harder books. But honestly, best of all, it creates a permanent record of your journey. That means your teachers, your parents, and your mentors can look at it and give you the absolute best advice on what to read next.
Moving right along to Section 2, building your reading log.
Whether you decide to use a physical notebook, a digital spreadsheet, or even a fancy app, the basic ingredients for success are exactly the same. Every single entry needs the book title and the author, the genre, the number of pages you read, the date, and then just a really quick summary of your thoughts. These right here are your building blocks. All right, here's how we actually do it. Step 1, update your log every single time you read. Step 2, you've got to make it a daily habit. Think about brushing your teeth. You wouldn't wait until Sunday to brush your teeth for the whole week, right? No way. You do it daily to prevent decay. Well, it's the exact same thing with reading. You log daily to prevent memory decay. And then step 3, review the log to spot reading patterns over time.
Section 3, logs in action.
This right here brilliantly illustrates a great entry. Check this out. Title, The Hiding Place. Author, Corey Ten Boom. Pages read, 35. Date, September 10th. Notes, inspiring story about faith in hard times. Simple, right? It's just a perfect, really concise snapshot of a reading session. It absolutely proves that you don't need to write a massive essay to capture the value of what you just read. Now, for those of you who love technology, using a digital reading log, like a Google Sheet, is absolutely fantastic. It seamlessly tracks the date and pages read, and it actually automatically calculates your monthly total for you. You log 15 pages on day 1, 20 on day 2, and boom, it's updated. The technology does the math for you, letting you focus entirely on just enjoying your book.
And here is where it gets really interesting. Reviewing your log helps you spot crucial patterns. Take, for example, comparing a quick 20 minutes of daily reading versus trying to cram it all into one large chunk once a week. Your log might actually reveal that you finish books way faster and retain so much more with those shorter daily sessions. It literally gives you the clear, hard data you need to adjust your schedule and become a way better student.
All right, let's test that focus. Section 4, knowledge check.
Question 1. What basic information should be included in a reading log? Think back for a second. Okay, you need the book title, the author, the genre, the date, pages read, and a quick summary. If you got all of those, fantastic job. Let's keep moving. Question 2. Why is it important to update your reading log regularly? Remember our hygiene analogy. It is just like brushing your teeth. It has to be a daily habit, because if you wait too long, you are absolutely going to forget the vital details of what you read. Consistency builds a great memory, for sure. Question 3 asks for one major advantage of using a digital reading log. The big one? Technology makes tracking quick, super easy, and automatically totals your pages so you can effortlessly hit those monthly goals. Question 4. How can a reading log help you set new reading goals? Well, by reviewing your log, you start spotting patterns. You might actually notice your reading speed is getting faster, which means you can confidently challenge yourself with a higher page count next month. Or, hey, you might see you only ever read science fiction, signaling it's probably time to diversify a bit.
And here is your homework for question 5, which is your actual call to action today. Create a sample reading log entry for a book you've read. I really want to challenge you to take immediate action right after this explainer is over. Just grab a notebook or open up a spreadsheet and write out your very first perfectly formatted sample entry.
Okay, let's slow things down just a bit for Section 5, the Godly Learner Philosophy.
At Heroes Smart Academy, the Godly Learners series is built on a very specific, absolutely crucial truth. Education without biblical morality will hurt. Now, we are teaching you how to be disciplined, how to be organized, and how to acquire vast amounts of knowledge. But that academic discipline must always be paired with biblical morality. Because honestly, a sharp mind without a moral compass is like a powerful ship without a steering wheel. It is eventually going to crash.
And here is the really beautiful promise that comes when we align our learning with God's Word. Romans chapter 8, verses 6 and 7 promises peace of mind to everyone who keeps their minds spiritual. When you engage with your education through a spiritual lens, when you do your reading and you're logging not just to get a grade, but to genuinely grow into the wise person God created you to be, you are going to experience a profound peace of mind.
I want to leave you with a final, pretty provocative thought here. What's the point of being smart and educated if you continue to make bad choices that hurt yourself and others? True wisdom isn't just knowing a bunch of facts, it's education guided by morality. Use your reading log to grow your mind, but always let God's Word guide your heart. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer. Now go grab that book, start that log, and I'll see you next time.